Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Jamie and Jamilene. So today we are starting our part 1 of our hashtag self-love series, and I'm super excited.
It's getting real, guys. It's only been the second video, and we're ready to get to
third video, but anyway.
Well, you know what I mean. This is our third video.
Yeah, we're starting and beginners, and we're dropping videos back to back. So,
but honestly, I feel like we are getting. I mean, we're just getting straight to it. You know, we're giving you guys what we said we were gonna give
exactly,
you guys. So,
just like the banner on our YouTube channel, and we don't want to sugarcoat anything. So today we already talked about this a couple nights ago. So we just wanted to start off with
so first of all, we're gonna be talking about self-love, and I feel like this is a very not a sensitive topic, but obviously not many people talk about this. They really don't. I feel like a lot of people get mistreated, and
they like to hide it and not like to accept and acknowledge.
They don't like to acknowledge or accept what they deserve.
Before we get started, I did a poll on my Instagram, and if you don't follow us, you need to follow us. I did a poll on asking what videos would you guys like to see next, self-love or lesson learned. So we decided to just do a mini series. So this is part 1 of self-love, hashtag self-love. And the second part will be our lessons that we have learned, because I got a mixture of both. So we're just going to start off with
self-love topic. So honestly, personally, I think this is one of the most I love just talking about self-love and self-care, because not only
is it important, but it's something that again
we learned during or
not many of us acknowledge it, and throughout life there's already a lot of challenges as it is. So I think it's important to sit down and be okay,
this is what needs to be talked about. I feel I'm not throwing shade or anything, but there's a lot of things on YouTube, pranks and stuff.
And challenges and all that.
And that's fine. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do to make that
but
money.
At the same time, we wanted our channel to be about something completely different, and not something that has to do with those worldly things, because life is the challenge as it is. We want to give you guys the real gist of it,
what's really going on.
And we don't want to sugarcoat it, and we just want to lay it out and hand it to you guys, and not edit it.
I feel even though I'm young, I feel I've experienced a lot, and that's what taught me what self-love was. And guys, we're gonna keep it real. If I slip something, it's not it just slipped. I'm saying it because that's just the real.
Literally, this is coming straight from the mind into you guys. There's nothing, we're not editing this out or anything like that, because this is as real as it gets. So yeah, we wanted to start off with let's just quote laying with your body, if that makes sense. So let's just start with we go about our days with our lives, and we wake up and we go to school and we go to work, and every day is the same routine. We go through things, and I feel when we, at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, when you're done your night routine or brush your teeth or whatever you had to do, you lay down and you're alone with yourself.
Exactly. I'm saying you could be laying down next to someone and they could do what they gotta do, but
at the end of the day, you're by yourself with your mind and your thoughts.
You're not sharing your mind with anybody else. So exactly. I feel self-care, self-love really comes it really comes hand in hand, because you have to have yourself at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You could ask someone, hey, can you stay with me all day? I'm gonna need you. But if you're not there to hold yourself up at the end of the day
and lay down with your thoughts and make sure you have acceptance.
Just maintain your mindset, then
It's really, it's
gonna
just
become a
really,
challenge.
it's basically a game for you, because you're living your life and you're doing all this, and if you can't lay with yourself in your mind at the end of the day, you're not giving yourself what you need to give yourself.
exactly, like that's how real as it gets. And you guys are probably like, like, wow, they're actually like really in depth, but that's just how it really
It
is.
really is like that. Like, I could have 1,000 friends, and I could go to 1,000,000 places, but at the end of the day, I'm laying down with me and what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. So you can't
If you
lay
can't
down.
handle yourself, nobody else is gonna handle you.
Exactly. So you can lay down with your spouse or your friend or whoever it is, and you can't just be like, oh, let me grab her mind and let's share these thoughts together. No, you need to be able to lay down
With
and
yourself.
lay it out for yourself. And I think that's really important. Another thing that leads to what we're talking about right now, laying yourself in bed, like laying down, I think is acceptance. Because when you are laying down alone in your room or by yourself, you have to accept who you are, like there's many things that happen to us, like traumas and challenges.
And I'm gonna say personally, I've been in a toxic relationship, and I've always mentioned, like, I don't share a lot of things, but when I do, one of the things are I've been through a lot, and there's so many people that I've lost in my life, and I wouldn't, like, honestly, I wouldn't trade it for the world, because those are the people that showed
taught
me who
me
they are
and built me up and molded me to who I am
today.
today.
Like, I wouldn't have the self-love that I have right now for myself if it weren't for the people who shaped me.
Exactly. And I think that's very important, because I just got out a relationship, and I just feel like me cutting my hair and me getting to know who I am.
Little bit things about yourself.
Yeah, what styles I like, what I like to do is very, very important.
Like, even if it's the smallest things,
like changing the colors of your shoes, or something
Like-
like that. It's something you enjoy, something you have accepted on your own, and you already noted that down. So I just think that's very important, and accepting it is something big, because again, you can lay down with at the end of the day, you can lay down by yourself, but you just need to be able to be like, okay, I need to accept that I did this wrong. I need to accept that I have to change things for myself. And I just think that really leads to what self-love is.
Exactly. Like, I also feel like that also comes with friends. I'm very careful, and like, not only me, but me and her, like, I have a very small group of
circle.
friends. If you know me, it's really rare. Like, I'm not even trying to sound like
I don't
like
talk to
cocky,
people,
or,
because I do talk to people.
like, when I need to socialize, that it needs to come to that case, then I will.
I will, yeah.
But if you know me, I have a very small circle, and I feel like you have to be very careful to who you call your friends these days, because nobody's your friend. I feel like what she was saying the other day, where if you can, go to that person and just be like totally open.
Yeah. If you can't sit down and tell that person the real of it, oh, I don't like how you did this.
Oh, I'm going through this.
They're not your friend, and it's pretty simple.
Like, yeah, a person can make you laugh. A person could,
could make you angry or whatever the case is. But if you can't tell how, at the end of the day, if I can't tell you out of confidence how I feel,
and it's not like, oh, I feel sad. No, I'm saying, like,
why do you feel sad? What can I help to get you out of that place?
Like, what can I do to motivate you, to build you up?
It all revolves to that, because I just feel like at the very end of the day, if I can't go to you without out of confidence and be like, yo, I don't like how you did this, we can't be friends, because that means I cannot be real with you.
Like, that's just how it is. Like, I feel like you have to be very careful to who you call your friends.
Especially
Because
these
if
days.
they're not building you up, if they're not building your spirit up,
If they're not doing whatever you spill to, like, oh, I want to be able to get to this place, I want to be able to do this. If they're not helping you get there, that person is irrelevant in your life.
It really
Like,
is.
it
Like,
really
it's that
is.
simple.
They're basically standing on the sideline, sitting down eating popcorn,
Literally, that's
when they're supposed to be cheering for you, giving you advice, and helping you.
even if it's like when it comes to like being totally honest, like, hey, I feel like you shouldn't be doing this way, or I did this and this is how I do it and I think you should do it this way too. Even it's like that. Like, I'm not saying a friend should be like, or sugarcoating, or no, I'm saying like, I want you to be raw and honesty. And you're probably like, okay, well, how does that have to do with, self-love? It's all about who you surround yourself with. Like, energy. Like, I'm a really big person
On vibe and energy
and spirit.
If I don't like your vibe and your energy, I automatically know.
Like,
We can.
it's that simple.
It
But at
really-
the same time, every person is placed in your life for a reason.
Exactly. There's people in your lives that are there to mold you and build your character, change
To
your
make
character.
you realize little things about yourself.
Like, okay,
Like,
that's
when you lose people, you don't take it as a loss. You take it as a win, because they taught you either
something you didn't know about yourself, or something you don't want in your life ever in your life again.
Exactly.
So I just think that's really important. And I just feel like another thing is being able to be open with that significant other or friend or whoever it is. I feel like if you can sit down or tell your friend or whoever it is how you're really feeling, and not like sugarcoat it or be like, oh, I'm scared if someone judges me or whatever it is. I just feel like you should be able to sit down and tell that person again what you don't like and what you.
Exactly. Like, and I like I said, like, I'm still young, obviously, but I'm only 18 years old. Like,
We have plenty of things to learn.
and so many things to learn.
So if you think you laying down, I mean, I don't know, however, like, how old the person watching is, but whatever the case may be, it could be worse. And I just feel like you need to, sometimes I think it's also best if you should like step back of the situation and think about like, oh,
what do I like? How can I handle this situation? Because
what
I feel
should
like
I do? Yeah,
in this
sometimes
society-
overthinking is just it can lead to anxiety and depression and all that. Sometimes I feel like people may be like, oh, she's been so distant, oh, she's been doing this, but I just think it's important
nobody
that,
takes the time to say like,
oh,
like,
how are you, how have you been?
maybe that's how they handle the situation like maturely. You know what I'm saying?
So I feel like it's okay to step back and be like, okay, I need to
but
get.
of course, you have to let that person know, like, hey, I'm in this state of mind. This is how I'm feeling right now.
I'm gonna be stepping.
Can you
give me some space. I'm gonna be
respect
stepping.
that space that I want?
So I think that's very important, and like overall, I just feel as you should be able to motivate yourself at the end of the day. Like there are situations or relationships
Where
that
people they're not gonna like on what you do, and people are gonna stop like supporting you. People are gonna stop doing this, and not only because of that, but because of how your mind is set up. Like, it's really true what they say. Like, if you like, what is that saying?
What is that saying?
That saying where like if you're not motivating me, then like I don't want it. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, I don't want your energy. I don't want that, because each day, if I don't have someone next to me that's like motivating me and telling me how it is, I'm staying in a place that I'm comfortable, that people like to call comfortable. And oh, I'm comfortable with, no, you just been in that place so long, you don't know what comfortable is.
Exactly.
So I just think that's very important. Like, if you, with me and my sister, we were like, oh, we want to start our YouTube, oh, we want to do
And
this.
we've been saying this for so long. Like,
we're
so
like, oh,
long.
we want to do this, do this, do this.
And so, like, one day, like, we saw this girl on YouTube. I don't know if you guys should really watch her.
I'll probably, like, put her down below.
Yeah, but her name is called, I'll put it in the description box as well, but her name is called Nina Underrated. And she was speaking facts, guys. Like, this is the kind of energy I like to attract to.
Yeah, like, I like to listen to.
Yes.
Because it helps me think, like, oh, that's true. Let me set this aside. I need to do this for me.
And it really helps you to realize things. Like, and she was just speaking facts. Like, we do so much of, like, this. Like, we do it all the time. Like,
talking. Oh, I'm going to do this.
and it's true. Like, we've said, oh, we're going to start a YouTube channel. We're going to start doing this.
And it was just all talking. I'm talking about talking. But we never took action. And that's the thing. Like, you talk a lot to yourself or you talk a lot to others, but you're not doing anything.
Unless you don't get up and do it, it's not going to happen.
It's irrelevant.
Because nobody's going to do it for you.
Yeah, like with my hair, oh, I'm going to do it. Until one day I was like, yeah, you finna really do this. Because now,
Like,
we ain't got time for no...
and you'll be surprised on what those little things can, like, do to you.
Yeah, because I thought it was going to be like the ugliest person in the world, and I turned out to be
Such a
it's true. Like, I thought it was gonna be
She
like,
knows she's not here.
but I was like, oh, I'm not gonna fly in my hair, blah blah blah. Like, who cares about flying your hair, girl? Like, your
Just
hair's gonna
cut
go
it,
back
yeah.
and cut it. Like, but it turned out I got to receive so much love on my Instagram and YouTube.
Like, it's
and
crazy. Like, it could really be something someone's asking
it's
for.
something you've been missing, because it's like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder, and it's like I'm more bolder.
And you're probably like, oh, it's just a haircut, but it really isn't.
It affects
It's a
someone.
starter. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it really affects someone, because people are like, oh, my hair defines me and stuff, but it doesn't have to be like that, because now I even feel more beautiful, and I just want that
to embrace it. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to reach someone else with that.
And I feel like we're getting a little bit off topic here, but this is just like realness. Like,
Yeah,
this is something
I know.
like we have to. And I've a friend told me that they said that some people don't know what to do with their beauty. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know how to handle it. And if you really think about what that says, it's like they really, like, they don't know what to do with their beauty. Like, they let other people abuse it, and it's to an extent where they don't know what self-love is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I just feel like if you know at the end of the day what your worth is and what you want to do,
Nothing can define you.
literally, and we're just gonna leave it there.
Literally. Like, if you know at the end of the day that
what your worth is, you need to put that to use, and you need to put your boldness into action. You know, so
like, I'm telling you, like, I've been in a couple relationships, and it really taught me what self-love is. Like, not only self-love, but the things that I like, the things that I find in a person. Like, you'll be surprised as to if while you let things go, and you attract things that you like, and like people that you vibe with.
yeah, that
really
also
teaches
has to do like fall in with the acceptance category, because you feel like you're in a situation that you're like, oh, I'm never gonna get out of, I'm gonna be depressed forever, I'm gonna have these feelings forever. But in honestly, when you learn how to accept yourself and you learn how to tell yourself, I did the best that I could, it really impacts you, because you could do a lot in a situation, like, oh, I gave that relationship or I gave that situation my all, and that's it. That's all you need to tell yourself. Giving yourself credit.
As long as you know that you did your all, and I'm not saying, oh, a little bit of this, no. You know you give your all when, like, only you know how much
when you have that relief in your heart and be like, I gave it my all, I pushed,
like,
I
I
did
never
this.
regret anything with the person, because I know the love that
At the end of the
day,
day, you know the love and effort you gave to that person, to that situation, or whatever the case may be. You just need to settle down in your heart and be like, I gave it my all, and I'm gonna leave it there.
that's it. Like,
No one can be like, oh, you didn't do that. No, because you know what you do. So if I know, oh, I gave it my all, that's it. I don't need to. And sometimes if it's not that, and you're like, you're being not delusional, but you don't like to accept things as they are. That's the problem. I know. Is it denial? Something like that.
Something.
You're in denial, basically. You're in denial. Like, you need to learn to accept when you are wrong. And for me, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm like, sometimes it's hard for me to do that, and I'm not gonna lie, because that could be a block in your life. Like, you know you did something wrong, you know you didn't apologize to this person, you know you did this person wrong.
An apology is hard.
It's hard. Like, okay, you know, I'm not gonna lie, even it could be like, yo, my dog, I'm sorry. like like, you just need to set your pride aside.
Like, and it's not even pride aside, it's like taking responsibility.
Yeah, like, take action. Like, if you know you did that person dirty,
it's not even about knowing what that person did.
Yeah,
it's like
just
about
overall everything, and about you. If you know you did that person or that situation and you didn't do what you had to do, and you know you didn't do it, you need to own up to it.
Yeah, and it's vice versa as well. Like,
Yeah.
it
is vice versa.
forgiveness is for your peace of mind.
Yeah, closure.
It's not for anybody.
It's not for your mom, your auntie, your dog, your cat.
It's for
about
you. Because you wake up every morning.
At the end of the day,
Why are we yelling? I'm sorry, we're like really passionate because we talked about this the other day, and like we almost like no, but on some serious note,
at the end of the day, you're gonna wake up and you choose to have that same feeling in your chest.
If you know you haven't forgiven that person and it's still in your heart, and you're like,
oh, I don't want to text that person because I don't know how to do your part.
Literally,
do your part. Stop worrying about your auntie or whoever's in your house, your snake. Stop worrying about your snake.
Like, your snake don't care. As long as you did your duty, you did your part as a human, as the person that you know you are. That's all
you need to do. What you gotta do and move and get out.
Like,
keep it moving.
Literally,
run. I don't care what you do, but you need to keep it moving. Grab a hover balloon or what's the balloon? With the fire inside. I don't care. Grab a jet, Kim Kardashian jet, but I do, like, just keep it moving.
Yeah, honestly.
Let it go. And once that person, or vice versa, was it you, was it them, whatever, whenever you guys made amends or apologized to or set your pride aside, you need to let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. I cannot stress it enough. Let it go. Because you're like, okay, I got closure, but,
oh my God, don't even get us started with the but.
But, I got closure, but,
I forgave, but
I feel like this, but, like, move on, like, let it go.
If you forgive, like, it's true what they say, you can forgive, but you never forget. But forgiving
is not going back to,
like, it's not reminiscing, it's not, what is it called, holding grudges,
or deja vu, whatever it is. It's not going back to it. Like,
you learn from certain things. Let me tell you, you learn from certain situations. Like, you really do.
Like, you need to learn how to let it go.
Like, if you ever find yourself in a situation and it's like, oh, like, I've been through this with a person before,
I don't want it to happen.
Then
if you forgave and you let it go, why are you still thinking about it?
Literally, like,
that means you didn't let it go because it's still in your head, and whatever, if it's in your head, it's in your mind, it's still in it. So you're not letting it go, baby. Oh, I let go. I did this. I don't care about him.
And I'm not saying, like, guys, it's hard. Trust me.
Yeah.
There's still people in my life that I need to be forgive them for, and it's hard. And I'm still praying about it these days. I'm a spiritual person. I believe in Christ. I'm a child of Christ. And it's hard.
It's hard. Only God knows. We're not saying wake up and forget about whoever it is or the situation. We're just telling you that at some point in your life, you need to bring peace for yourself. Yeah. Because, again, that has to do with the beginning. In the beginning, you're going to wake up and you're going to go back to sleep with the same you. You cannot change body. You cannot change whatever it is. You need to
Like,
Look,
just
you
keep
just
on
put a
ahead.
blind. I don't care. Like, you're not looking for anybody. You need to keep
And
it going.
that also falls on self-love, because it's all about bringing peace to yourself.
You need to bring peace, closure, amends. I don't care, but you need to close the gates. Close
And
it
that's
because
all self-love is about, like bringing peace for yourself, attracting vibes that builds you up.
like attract people that you know.
Like, don't call people your friends if they're not your friend. Like, I can't stress that enough.
Yeah.
Like just don't do it.
Like we can't stress it enough. If you know that person, if you know that's not the person you're gonna bring 5 or 10 years from now, you need to let that person back. Let it. I don't care if they gave you $1,000 or $1 million or whatever. If you know that person is not bringing peace in your heart and motivating you or whatever it is, you need to let that person go. I don't care how, if they family, blood thicker than I don't care. If it's toxic, it's toxic, and
That's
I don't
up
want
to
it,
you.
and I'm taking the toxic
Like,
trash.
even if you need to sit down and with that person, do it. But just
To
remember
bring-
that
again, to bring-
toxicity is toxic.
Yeah, you cannot bring some perfume or whatever.
No.
It's toxic, and you need to get rid of
You
it.
need to get rid
You
of
need
it.
to get rid
And
of it.
I'm just gonna leave this here. Y'all
But-
take what y'all want to take from this video.
Yeah. we about to close it out. But if you guys have any questions, our Instagram is linked down below in our description
And it's also
on our in the beginning of our intro. So if you have any questions, just ask us. But this is hashtag self love, and this is part 1. The next video would be about lessons that we have learned. So want you guys to stay tuned with that.
2020. Just let us know, because we're just gonna
Yeah,
keep it
we're
real
here
for
to
y'all
keep
here.
it real. We ain't sugarcoating anything, and we want to be as open and as honest as we can. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you guys don't agree with this, it's fine.
Keep it to yourself. Everybody's different at the end of the day. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own story.
Do what you
That's
gotta
fine,
do
but
and
just
keep it moving.
Just keep it to
Keep it
yourself.
moving. But we hope you guys enjoy
See
this.
you guys on the next part 2. If the next time is not the next part 2, because we actually have another video for you guys. But we'll definitely be coming out with another part 2.
But
just stay tuned for
yeah,
that.
we just hope you guys enjoy this, and if you guys just show us some love in the comments, and if you have any questions, again, don't be afraid to contact us. But
So
yeah, we'll see you guys on the other side.